Good, happy Thursday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to Good Evening, New Hampshire. Let's begin. First up, we begin with your local news. First up, 9 displaced in fire at Hampton Beach Motel. Fire officials say crews able to put out flames quickly. Let's take a listen to that video from WR News 9, Jennifer Crompton.
This is the Chevy Trax, the Chevy Equinox, the all-new Chevy Blazer, and the roomy Chevy Traverse. No matter what you're looking for in an SUV, Chevy's got you covered.
Hampton fire crews remaining on the scene at 91 Ashworth Avenue, searching for the cause of a fire reported at 8:41 this morning. A gaping, blackened open area visible at the roofline of the two-story building where efforts were initially concentrated.
The fire was primarily in unit number 7 and extended into the attic. And on arrival, the entire attic had been charged with both smoke and fire.
Crews able to get it under control very quickly, but neighbors were initially concerned.
Were you worried that it might spread?
Yes, I was very worried.
The property is the former Pelham Court, sold just a few weeks ago. The new owner standing outside with family members. They had been living on the first floor, as well as a maintenance worker. 5 people living in upstairs units for the winter. The man in Unit 7, where it started, just moved in yesterday. Everyone getting out safely.
I could smell the smoke from down there, and I was coughing.
This woman and her friend about to finish moving in for the season as the fire broke out.
Clothes were in there and some food's in there, so I did.
Yeah,
So-
we have to get everything out.
So you guys were about to move in to unit number 5.
Move in today.
Today, on number
Supposed to
5.
move in today.
The fire chief says the lack of wind this morning helped keep this from becoming much worse.
This is adjacent to an open marsh just off to the front of the building. So we're very thankful that it was able to be extinguished as quickly as it was.
A motel 2 doors down is housing the 9 people displaced. At Hampton Beach, Jennifer Crompton, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into weather. Your weather right now is clear, 33 degrees. Your weather for tonight, overcast, low, 31 degrees, winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And now let's go into traffic. Let's take a look at the traffic and how your roadways are shaping up this evening. Here's a look at your traffic right now. As you can see, we're seeing a lot of green roadways, and we have a few yellow areas and a few red areas as well. In Henniker, smooth sailing with some medium-paced traffic. Hopkinton, smooth sailing with some medium-paced traffic. Bow, Pembroke, and Concord area, smooth sailing with some medium-paced traffic. Chichester, smooth sailing with little spots of medium-paced traffic. Epsom, smooth sailing with some medium and slow traffic. Northwood, smooth sailing. Lee, smooth sailing with some little spots of medium-paced traffic. Durham, smooth sailing with some little spots of medium-paced traffic. Rochester, smooth sailing. Somersworth, smooth sailing. Dover, smooth sailing. Portsmouth, smooth sailing. Portsmouth and Maine, smooth sailing. Northampton, smooth sailing. Hampton, smooth sailing. Seabrook, smooth sailing. Into the border of Massachusetts on 101. All smooth sailing with a little spot of medium-paced traffic. Around the Manchester and Hooksett area, smooth sailing with a little spot of medium-paced traffic. Bedford, some smooth sailing with a little spot of medium-paced traffic. Amherst, smooth sailing. Milford, medium-paced traffic. Around the Manchester airport, smooth sailing. Merrimack, smooth sailing. Nashua, smooth sailing. Into the border of Massachusetts. Nashua between Milford, medium and slow-paced traffic. Manchester, Londonderry, Windham, and Salem, all smooth sailing. Into the border of Massachusetts. An accident on Windham Road at Barry Road. and it ends at 7:30 p.m. this evening. And that's a look at your evening traffic this evening. I hope you enjoy that evening traffic. And if you are driving right now or going somewhere this evening, take it easy on the roadways as always. We're going to switch gears now. Let's go into sports. Good, happy Thursday evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to Sports with Riley King. Let's begin. First up, UNH coach pleased with team's progress after 10 games. University of New Hampshire's men's hockey coach said his team is still a work in progress 10 games into the season. The Boston Celtics, they played last night, and let's take a look at that final score of the game. And here's a look at the final score of the Boston Celtics game. Boston Celtics 104 and Los Angeles Clippers 107. Los Angeles Clippers won the game yesterday. And the Boston Celtics, they play tomorrow at 9 p.m. And Boston Bruins, they play tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. Buffalo Sabres at the Boston Bruins in the TD Garden in Boston, 7 p.m. You can watch the game on MSGB and also on Nesson. Let's go Boston Bruins! And that is it for this Thursday evening of Sports with Riley King. I hope you all enjoyed watching this Thursday evening of Sports with Riley King. Have a great rest of your Thursday evening. I'll be back here tomorrow for another edition of Sports with Riley King. Good night and bye, everyone. Okay, and there you go on sports. And switching gears now, let's go into New Hampshire life. And we have a couple events this evening on the event calendar. The John C. Edwards Undergrad Prize plays 7 o'clock p.m. and the Hennessy Theater. Amoscog Quilters Guided Meeting 7 p.m. at Emmanuel Baptist Church. Keene State College Concert Band 7:30 p.m. at Keene State College Redfern Arts Theater Center. Book launch Maura McNeil and Jennifer Moulton 7:30 p.m. at New England College. Jay Leno is in New Hampshire at the Capitol Center for the Arts. UNH Students Chamber Ensembles 8 o'clock p.m. at Barton Rectical Hall, Paul Creative Arts Center. And that's a look at your event calendar this evening. Middle school students put together Thanksgiving dinner baskets. Holiday dinners will go to other families in school community. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Andy Hirschberger.
Let SignalBooster.com help you.
They're on a mission with a message. These students at Parkside Middle School in Manchester are putting together Thanksgiving baskets for families who may not get a holiday dinner without a little help. The people on the other end of these meals are fellow Parkside classmates.
I think there's a greater need now in Manchester than ever before, and yeah, we have a number of students here that are willing to give back and a number of students that are in need, so we want to make sure we fill that gap.
Seidel Jimenez formed the Parkside Social Work Club last year. The kids came up with the idea to create the baskets. Last Thanksgiving, they did 33 baskets. This year, there are 50.
It is kind of hard to think about. Like, there are people out there who need help and who are really struggling, but I always know that that people like us will always be out there to help them out, and hopefully everybody will do that. I want everybody to be like that, and everybody just always be there with a helping hand.
You can see the baskets come with a roasting pan. Well, the turkey is going to be added later when the family comes to pick up the basket. This is all done anonymously, and these students are learning a valuable lesson.
I wish they could have a better life, and this is the way that we could have kind of helped them along the way to that.
Well, it's being part of a community. I think it's important for the kids to know that being part of a community is giving back.
Each student in the social work club must do 60 hours of community service per year, but no project will be more welcome or fulfilling than this. In Manchester, Andy Hirschberger, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. A very good spirit of giving thing. Very cool indeed. Lend a Helping Can fundraiser underway. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
In our spirit of giving, it is time to lend a helping can. That is the long-standing name of the 29th annual fundraiser by iHeartRadio and Greg and the Morning Buzz. No longer actually collecting cans, listeners of Rock 101 and WHEB call in and donate to area food banks, or they can bid on all kinds of auction items. Greg Kretschmar there and his team are on the air today and tomorrow from 5:30 in the morning till 7 each night. They're encouraging listeners to do what they can.
We're just trying to raise as much money as we can to ease the burden of food insecurity that exists in New Hampshire. 1 in 10 people don't know where the next meal is coming from. 30,000 children, and we just got to band together and do something about that.
The money goes to 11 different nonprofits. Last year's effort raised $168,000. It's an annual tradition, and so happy that people take part in it every year.
It's so needed, too.
Yeah.
Very nice and good. And that's gonna do it for this evening edition of Good Evening New Hampshire. I hope you all enjoy watching this evening edition of Good Evening New Hampshire. I'll see you back here tomorrow night for another edition of Good Evening New Hampshire. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday night. Good night, and be kind to one another and be safe. Bye-bye.